Let's go over how to install your 1913 Edge stock in the fixed and the folded configuration. Before you get started working on any firearm, you do want to make sure the firearm itself as well as the immediate area is clear of any ammunition. There's no magazine in this gun. We're going to check the chamber to ensure that we're clear to move on with the installation. Now, since this is an AK pattern rifle, I need to install a 1913 rail on the back. Before we do that, I need to disassemble the rifle. To do so, I'm just going to push in on the rear detent of the dust cover and hinge that up and out of the way. Now we're going to remove the recoil spring and pull out the entire piston assembly. We'll set that all to the side. Now I need to remove the factory stock from this AK. To do so, I'm going to have to remove a series of wood screws. I've got 2 flatheads and 1 Phillips head. I'm going to go ahead and remove those with a screwdriver. I'm going to start by removing flathead screw holding the stock onto the rear trunnion. We'll set that to the side. Now let's move on to the next one. Set that one to the side. Now we've got Phillips inside of the receiver. Now that one's out, and go ahead and remove the stock from the receiver. Make sure we retain our rear trunnion. Now what we need to do is install the 1913 rear trunnion adapter. To do so, we'll take the 2 mounting screws, and I need to remove the small silver nut from the short screw. Now that I've done that, I'm going to hold the rear trunnion in place while taking the small silver nut and getting it aligned underneath the rear mounting hole in the receiver, and take the small screw and get the thread started. Don't lock it all the way down, just leave it on there loosely because we need that small silver nut to go inside of the groove on this rear trunnion 1913 adapter. We're just going to slide that in. And now that that's locked into place, we can go ahead and take our Allen key and lock that screw in place. Now we'll take our long one, run it through the rear mounting hole, and lock it in place as well. Now to install our 1913 Edge stock in the fixed configuration, we're going to take our 1913 attachment and just connect that to the rear of the stock and install our 2 small mounting screws. Lock those on with the Allen wrench. Now that that's done, we can take our stock and lock it in place with an Allen wrench to secure it to the 1913 rail. Now that's locked down, our 1913 Edge stock is installed in the fixed configuration. Now let's do it in the folding. To install our 1913 Edge stock in the folding configuration, we're going to take our folding mechanism, get that aligned on the rear of the stock, and attach it with the 2 mounting screws. We'll lock those down with our Allen wrench. Make sure they're secure. Now we can go ahead and take and close our folding mechanism. Now I'm going to take our 1913 attachment and align it on the rear of the folding mechanism and attach that with the 2 small mounting screws. There's one. And there's 2. Now we can go ahead and attach that to our 1913 rail. Lock it in place with an Allen wrench. Now we need to go ahead and test function of the folding mechanism to ensure that it's working properly. Now we can reassemble our rifle. To reassemble the rifle, we're just going to take our piston assembly, reinsert that into the rifle, and push that all the way forward. Now we'll reinstall our recoil spring. Push it in, allow it to drop down and slide back into the dovetail. Now we'll reinstall our dust cover. So we're going to lock it in place in the front of the receiver, hinge it downward, and make sure the rear detent captures it in place. Now that that's done, your 1913 Edge stock is installed.